Hello everyone, it's Charlton, and happy Memorial Day for sure, and obviously a big, huge thank you to all the people who have sacrificed themselves so that I could have a great life, you know, big time. My family thanks you and owes you. So I just was getting ready for my parents coming over for a little cookout and stuff. My wife's busy around the house doing a ton of different things while I goof off on my computer. So, and I saw this on Drudge about Tommy Robinson being arrested, and I guess this happened on Friday. I'm sort of late to the party here, but it was just shocking to me as I proceeded to read through the article that's linked at Drudge, the Zero Hedge piece on it. And in addition to him being arrested and basically hastily tried, convicted, sent to jail, flat out, and it's really crazy. On top of that, they issued the United Kingdom government issued a ban on reporting on this topic, and basically any media outlet inside the United Kingdom is literally not even allowed to talk about it, and outlets that had already reported on it were forced to pull those down. Breitbart UK and various other places. I mean, just as an example, one that I think where there's still a link to it in the Daily Record, which is a Scottish paper. That story's gone. But they were all taken down wherever it was. It's really shocking, man. It is. I don't know all the particulars of it. I don't even know this Tommy Robinson that much, even though, I mean, the little I see of him, he seems like a nice guy. You know, he really does. And I mean, even the article, I think some people took issue with the way Fox kind of titled the article, right-wing activist, almost makes him sound like sort of some kind of extreme dude when, I don't think he is. I think he's just, he's a pretty fair guy that reports on things that a lot of times those issues line up on the right side of the aisle, without a doubt. I mean, I was introduced to him by, as quickly as I can, when he was reporting on, what's his name, Count Dankula, and how he had been convicted, and gone through the entire process and was basically, convicted of something, so that he could not, and I guess he's going to potentially face jail time. I don't know. But he was covering the story. And what he was basically saying is that, and he wasn't saying I agree with the joke, and he wasn't saying it was funny, or any of that. He wasn't saying it was or wasn't. He was just saying how frightening it is that now every other comedian, is going to wonder whether or not they can tell a certain joke because they might end up in jail. And just the way he was, Tommy Robinson in the video was seemed pretty fair to me, and like a good guy. So let me continue, and here's a little video of him actually live streaming and being arrested. I don't know who this person's Twitter that tweeted this, Colin Robertson. They got a check mark, though. I guess it's a reporter, possibly. So Tommy Robinson has been arrested in Leeds court for reporting on grooming games. More updates to follow. It's a trial about Muslim gangs and child rape or something like that. And he has reported on this for years. In fact, there's a video here on his own YouTube page that I'll play for you. It's almost like he's foreseeing what's going to happen to him, because he's saying I might not be around much longer. So I'll play that for you in a second too. But here's him being arrested. I mean, it's freaky, man.
The content of one streaming, I'm being arrested for breach. Are you arresting him? I'm being arrested for breach of the peace. You've all watched this. You've all watched this. You've all watched this. You've all watched this. Can you get me a solicitor? Can you get me a solicitor? Can you just turn off your live feed? Can you get me a solicitor? Just turn off your live feed, please. Yeah? You understand what I'm saying? Sorry, can you explain it again?
On breach of the peace.
What does that mean? 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 What does that mean?
Not at all, I never said that.
George, that's the information I've got.
I'm inciting people. I'm inciting people.
His video
How have I incited
He
people?
hasn't.
This is free speech. This is where we're at. You're not even allowed to. Look at this.
Look how many people.
Man, what you try and hide? Do you know when you do this? More people.
The only sharp things are lighters and just let them do this.
More people are going to watch this now than ever. This is ridiculous, lads. Do you feel right when you're doing it? I haven't said a word. In fact, someone laid their hand and assaulted me outside court.
Yeah, exactly.
Other people swore at me and threatened me about my mother, and here I am being arrested for saying nothing.
I'm threatened to behead
I've done
me.
nothing.
You've not said anything about
What, are you arresting you for, Tommy?
Breach of the peace. Apparently, I'm inciting on my video. Can you please, George, get me a solicitor?
Yeah.
Because I'm on a suspended sentence, you see. So
he has actually done nothing wrong.
Consult anything like that.
All it would take is for you to go through his video and see he's not. He's even said to the proven guilty.
It must have been right. So come on, shameful that.
It's disgusting, isn't it? I'm one of them.
So I think he was arrested for breaching the peace or inciting, something like that. But he was actually, he was tried for contempt of court, and he was on a suspended sentence on a previous contempt of court charge from 2017. I think on the same issue, not this particular trial, but reporting on the same, the same criminal topic of child grooming and things like that. So. But one of not a lot, but some of the members of Parliament have spoken out. This person here tweeted that basically, if Tommy, his name is Gerard Batten, I don't know British politics, but he tweeted that he wrote to the Homeland Secretary Sajid Javid today, saying if Tommy is murdered or injured in prison, he and others will mount a private prosecution against Mr. Javid as an accessory for misconduct in public office. Because his arrest, his being put in prison immediately and spending time in jail, because he reports on Muslim gangs and things like that, Muslim gangs in prison, his life is definitely at risk. And he spent, according to Alex Jones, and I was watching him on this, he's already spent a year in prison previously and then another 3 months after that. And during his time there, his life was in danger the entire time. And he was attacked, bleach-tacked, had his ribs broken, and was eventually put in solitary confinement, according to Alex Jones, and it literally says in this Fox piece that another member of Parliament was basically saying that, or his attorney rather, was saying that, sources with knowledge of Robertson's case spoke on a condition of anonymity, in part because of fear they would be arrested for contempt. One told Fox that Robertson's lawyer warned that considering the presence of Muslim gang members in prison, a 13-month sentence was tantamount to a death sentence. Tommy's lawyer said he will likely die in jail given his profile and previous credible threats, and the judge basically said he doesn't care. End quote, the source said. He sentenced him to 13 months in prison. Reaction to Robertson's sentencing from commentators and right-wing politicians was fierce. It should be fierce, man. It's so crazy. It's really, it's just amazing that things that are so blatantly wrong could be done right out in the open. And that a judge would, I don't know if this judge has the judge in the case on Friday slapped a reporting ban on the case. The order bans reporters from reporting on a case if there is a reason to believe the reporting could prejudice a trial. The order prevents reporting until the conclusion of the trial Robinson was reporting on. I mean, how is it that a judge has that authority? I mean, that's just insane, dude. So, let me play real quickly. This is Sargon of Akkad, just mentioning it, and he's mentioned in this this Zero Head piece here, which, Zero Hedge, I tell you, man, geez, the ads are just out of this world. You can't even move up and down the page because it locks up so easily. But it basically said that he talked about it and he just got up to the edge, but he quit. And that's so unlike Sargon of Akkad because he's usually just ferocious, and he just is, and absolutely nothing is off limits, that's one of the things. And yet he's got sort of this mild manner to him, but he's also at the same time just just tears people and topics apart and is unafraid to go anywhere. But in this case, he could be arrested, so he wouldn't say much on the topic.
Tommy Robinson has been arrested. There are many people who wish me to comment on this situation. Unfortunately, I don't believe I can. I don't want to run the risk. I have a family to worry about. I'm sat here twiddling my thumbs, feeling rather useless, and I don't like feeling useless. So I thought the one thing I could do is tell you about the state of British prisons when it comes to Muslim gangs. This is a paper from 2009 from the Combating...
So he goes on to go over the history of Muslim gangs in prison. So here is Tommy Robinson on his own YouTube channel just earlier this month, March 2nd, saying I won't be around for much longer, and just want to, it's just interesting.
I responded to a tweet about grooming gangs. I tweeted that 90% of convictions in the UK are Muslim men. This is a fact. It's a fact even found by a Muslim organisation who done research into it. This is a tweet that got me banned from Twitter for 7 days. It's also true, even Majid Nawaz come out in my defence. We disagree on many things, but he come out saying how outrageous this was. Twitter started by removing my verification. Now they've limited my account. This is the build-up. They want to remove me, to silence me, to discredit me. They have tried to stop me in every possible way, from taking my finances, to imprison me, to slander me, to linking me to Darren Osborne and extremism. Now they want to take away the final thing I have, my voice. I don't doubt one day they will wipe me off social media completely, forever. They will take away my right to defend myself when I'm slandered in the press. The media will be able to tell you whatever they want about me, and I'll have no way of responding. If they can do it to me, they can do it to you. When I decided to sue the police because of the harassment...
That last thing there, right there, if they can do it to me, they can do it to you. And I think that's absolutely true. I don't know where we're going, dude. I'd say it doesn't look good, though. I really do. And I'd say things are moving so rapidly. Both everything is changing so quickly. Technology, automation, population. And that it's just not very promising. And these ideals that we have, that I share, I think are eventually going to be meaningless and hold very little weight. And sometimes I just think we're doomed, man. So, but here is the actual order from the judge who, and it's redacted, basically banning the press from speaking about this, And I guess it's from as while this trial is going on, this other trial that he was covering, but but it lumps this in with that. So that's the time frame we're talking about until this trial comes to its conclusion, because it could prejudice the trial. That's the reasoning for being able to do it according to British law. And I'm paraphrasing, and I don't even know if I got that right, but I think I understand it that way. So, but they're lumping his arrest into that time frame, which it's weird, man. It's crazy, dude. His Honor, Judge Blank made the following. I mean, that's pretty hilarious, dude. That the judge's name gets protected, right? And and yet he's going to sit in prison and be surrounded by people that pretty much want him dead. That is insane, dude. So, whatever. Made the following order, Section 4.2 of the Contempt of Court Act 1981, since it appears to be necessary for avoiding substantial risk of prejudice to the administration of justice in these proceedings. Any report of these proceedings shall be postponed at the conclusion of the trial of blank and others, blah, blah, blah. Nuts, dude. All right, so, that's pretty much the story there. I don't know if I don't do a super deep dive on these things, but I'm just bringing it to your attention. It interests me. It immediately grabbed my attention, and that's the story there, man. All right, thanks for watching my videos. Again, everyone have a really wonderful Memorial Day. Thank you to all the men and women that serve our country and fight for my freedom, my family's freedom. My family thanks you. I thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. Thanks for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.